Welcome back to DVC Weekly. This is episode 229. My name is Jason Opperling. I'm the broker of Buy and Sell DVC. I'm here with Scott Ferrioli.
I'm the owner of DVC-Rental.com and Buy and Sell DVC.com.
I think I'm starting out kind of loud. Maybe I need to
No, you're doing
down
fine.
my volume here.
You're very excited, I know.
But this is, today is June 25th, 2025. So 11-month window is going to be May 25th. And the 7-month window is going to be January 25th. Just to recap on those things again, if you are a DVC member or a DVC renter, the furthest you can make a reservation out is 11 months. That's at your home resort. Once it's under 7 months, it doesn't matter where the points come from, they can be used anywhere. So like if you're looking to rent from DVC-Rental.com, remember the dash to save the cash, you know, you can't make the reservation 14 months in advance. Like, you know, some people, for example, you know, like Disney World is a place where people know they're going 2 years in advance, or they know they're going to Alani 2 to 3 years in advance. You can't, you know, place a hold or whatever. You just want to get in touch with them, you know, probably, 5 to 7 days before the 11-month time to
that's
possibly give them a heads up?
Yep.
Okay. And today we're going to go to the buy and sell side of things. And one thing I want to discuss is, like, when you know, some people when they come to Orlando, they do want to do a beach day. And so since you're in Central Florida, you have the option of going West Coast, East Coast. I mean, some people go all the way down to Miami. I doubt that anyone's going to, you know, carve out a couple days to go to Key West. So I just wanted to discuss a beach option. Now, I forget now, Scott, we've discussed this probably 100 episodes ago. At that point, I don't think you had been to any beaches yet in Florida. Has that changed or?
Well, besides Vero Beach.
Okay, so it's still Vero Beach.
It's still Vero Beach.
Okay.
I need to try to make it over to the Gulf at some point at least.
Like your kids haven't said, hey, I want to go to South Beach.
No, we're not
Clearwater.
Not huge beach people, but the thing is they love beach volleyball, so I'm assuming they'd enjoy going to the beach.
Okay.
We just haven't made it to the beach.
And of course, he's been on the beach many times on his different cruises for his cruise stops. That's where he likes to venture out into other countries for his beach.
Exactly. I get bored of the, you know, American beaches, since it's only foreign beaches from now on.
So I am going to discuss, really, this is the beach that Scott is familiar with because it's only 100 yards from Disney's Vero Beach, and this is Wabasso Beach. So Wabasso Beach is on the East Coast, the Treasure Coast. So I'm gonna discuss here these different things: distance from Orlando, traffic, parking, bathrooms, food, lifeguard, safety. It's close to Disney's Vero Beach and the activities on the beach. So I'm going to start with the distance from Orlando. So, you know, obviously it depends on exactly which resort you're staying at, but most likely it's going to take roughly, you know, an hour and 45 minutes to go door to door from your resort to Disney's or to Wabasso Beach. And the traffic, the traffic is minimal. Like, you're going to be going, you know, if you follow the speed limit, you're going to be going the speed limit the whole time. Now, if you go 8 miles over the speed limit, you'll be going 8 miles over the speed limit the whole time. Like, there's no issue with traffic. You know, obviously there could be an accident here, but otherwise there's no bumper to bumper. This isn't like going to Anna Marie Island where you're going to have to go to the Gulf and you're going to have to fight I-4. There's no issue with the traffic. Parking. Now, Wabasso Beach probably only has about 45 spots of parking. So if you went there on the weekend, on a busy holiday weekend, and you got there past 10:30, you know, the parking there may not be a spot, and then you have to go, you know, up north to the next spot. But if you get there during the week and, you know, you get there before 10, you should find a place to park. When we went there, you know, there was parking. Bathrooms. Now the bathrooms, there's no wait. Like if you've been at Coquina Beach, which is on the Anna Maria side, there's a bathroom where you have to wait a long time. I mean, these bathrooms are big. You don't have to wait. They're not high quality. They're not low quality. I would rate them probably a 6 for the bathroom.
What's our first bathroom score? Look at that. Very nice.
Food. There is a restaurant, or I shouldn't use the word restaurant, but there is a place there that sells, boogie boards, skim boards, goggles, sunscreen, snacks, and they also sell sandwiches, right there. So there's food option.
Pizza place there used to be good, but they shut down.
Oh, really?
There's Orchid Island Pizza was right there. That was very, very good pizza as well. Walking distance from Vero Beach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they shut down after COVID.
And then there is a lifeguard at this beach, and there is a flag there. So you can kind of, see what the safety concerns are, because there will, at times there can be rip currents. And if you show up on the wrong day, I would avoid going in the water if the flag is, on the dangerous side, just simply because you don't want to, it's just too dangerous to risk it on those days. And then their activities. So when we were there was actually a kid surfing. It may not be, if you're from California, it may not be California surfing, but he was surfing. He also had a boogie board that he was using. He was, in my opinion, again, not that I'm rating boogie board, he was skimboarding. He was an excellent skimboarder. But they do have boogie boarding. You can, boogie board, surf, skimboarding, walking. You're talking about miles and miles of beach. So if you want to walk, 5 miles up and 5 miles back, that's not an issue. And of course, the beach is not, it's again, there's only 45 parking spots. You're talking about, maybe when you go you're going to have, 25 to maybe 40 people on the beach. It's not going to be overpacked. You're not going to be on top of each other. It's generally not a beach where there's someone, bunch of people playing loud music. I'm not sure what the policy is on alcohol on the beach. I would give this, if you're looking for a beach and you have your kids, and I would consider this a strong possibility. Just simply, I'm going to, distance from Orlando, I'm going to rate it a 7. Traffic, I'm going to rate a 9. Parking, I'm going to rate a 7. Bathroom, a 6. Food, 7.7. Lifeguard with the flag, I'm going to rate a 10. Plus, it's right next to Disney's Vero Beach. So if you want to pop in, do some pin trading, you want to, and you want to eat at, I can't even think of the restaurant there.
Oh, so
Winds and Waves.
Windjammer.
Winds and Waves.
Yeah.
Windjammer, that's a cruise.
Yes, it is.
You can stop in, get some, do some pin trading, have some food there. You have the activities. I'll give that an 8. So I just want to say, if you're looking for a beach day, consider Disney's Vero Beach. Again, Wabasso Beach is right next to, like, the way the resort is spread out. When you're on Wabasso Beach, like I don't know if it's a 3-bedroom cottage, it's literally right there. And now we're on to the food review of the week.
Come here, I'm gonna eat you! Get in my belly!
That's not me.
Oh my gosh, that's me again. And this is going to be from Mo Bay Grill in Sebastian, which is near Wabasso. It's about
For the record, I don't think I've ever heard of this one. I know a lot of restaurants. I don't think I've heard of Mo Bay Grill.
So this is about 12 minutes from Wabasso, north as you're heading back. Now, I will say, I think that, a beach that's near the water, it should be a little bit more, bright colors in there, if you will. It was a little too, dark in there. Like, and then there was also people there in there wearing suits. I was like, why are we wearing suits? But anyway,
Really?
Yeah. So, but for an appetizer, we got, and then I don't know if this is a new thing, but like our water, instead of coming with lemon, came with lime. Is that normal?
I've never really seen that, no.
Okay, well that's good, because I've never seen it either, and I thought maybe I was behind the times. So we had an appetizer, codfish fritters, gently fried cod fritters served with cherry pepper for dipping. That was $10. I would say I would give this a I don't think I'm going to get it again. I would give this a 7.2.
Okay.
And then I did get a grouper filet, a blackened grouper sandwich, a grouper filet rubbed with Moe Bay spices or blackened spices, marinated and grilled, served on a Kaiser roll with sweet onion sauce. Now this is $16.99. Now this is a very good sandwich. I would give this an 8.6. And then I will say that they encourage you to pay cash. I didn't have any cash with me. So now, will I go here again? Probably not. I'm going to probably explore some other restaurants in Sebastian or Vero Beach. But hey, I took the bullet for you on this one. So you don't have to, if you're looking for restaurants, maybe you try a different one versus this one. So
I'm just surprised because everything's so normally kind of like beach theme. You sit there and find it dark and people sitting around in seats. It just doesn't seem like it fits to the area.
Yeah, I mean, these guys should be wearing fishing shirts, talking about what they caught. Should be a little bit more bright colors in there. Maybe see some people, photos of people catching fish on the wall.
Playing some Jimmy Buffett music.
Yeah, something like that. Exactly.
That's what you want.
Yeah. So now we're on to the DVC-Rental side of things.
So I just wanted to add that we've been booking a surprising amount of cruises recently, and just to remind everybody that we can do so. We've just recently booked our first Seabourn, MSC, and Virgin cruises for our clients. You don't have to be a DVC member to book any of the cruises with us. You can book all cruise lines. If you try to book Carnival, I'll try to talk you out of it. But again, we can book Carnival if you want as well. I will do my best to try to give people my honest opinion on everything to try to make sure that they get exactly what they want. And we added on our website, we have a book a cruise option now. So if you go to the website, there's a little button just for book a cruise. They'll take you out a little form to fill out and we'll get some quotes for you. However, though, if you are a DVC member and you have points to rent out, we can gladly do the cruise swap option for you. What we do is that we rent out your points, and instead of paying you directly, we apply the dollar amount that you've received towards your cruise for you, so that way you get to avoid the $10.99 at the end of the year. So just a very nice option to have for some of the DVC members, as well as just a regular person looking to book a cruise.
I mean, you mentioned, Carnival. I feel like it just took a couple stray bullets there, but I guess
I'm on TikTok a decent amount for business purposes only. And every time there's something, anytime there's a fight, there's a fire, there's somebody kicked off the cruise, there's toilets overflowing, every time it's Carnival. And again, I know people who travel on Carnival all the time and love Carnival. It's just those things that I don't think when I was younger, I traveled with Carnival, had a very nice time. It was a great cruise. I feel like it's gone down over the past several years. And literally, anytime there's a problem, the ship catches fire. I mean, that's the worst that could happen to a boat. And it's happened recently. In the funnels,
Titanic would say something different, but
that's I guess that's probably true. But when you open water, you don't want there to be a fire. That's one of the worst things they always say is that if you deal with pretty much anything except a fire, it's the toughest. It's Carnival. So. Again, if you want to book Carnival, I'll gladly book it for you. But if you give me the opportunity, I'll try to push you to something that's probably equal cost or similar cost to give you and your family a much better value for your cruise.
I mean, when I think of Carnival, it's like if your son was 22 and he said, "Hey, spring break, me and 7 other friends, we're going on a Carnival cruise."
I tell him, let's pick you a different ship, buddy.
But I guess it has, you know what I mean? Like,
no, that's everyone.
The like
Carnival's always been a party ship. So I mean, it still is, but now.
So if someone's in the party phase, I feel like that's the ship they're going to go on. I guess I don't know.
That's the thing is that it is still the party ship, and the difference is now there's a lot of fights on them. So it's like if you want to, it's the party ship, but now it's like a out of control frat party. So I'm like, so if my son and his friends wanted to go on spring break to go on a cruise, I'd try to maybe try to push them towards something different. But again, I'm sure the majority of Carnival ships don't have issues. You hear, obviously you only hear about the ones when they have issues, but it seems like it's every other week you're hearing some sort of news about some ship had a problem. But again, during that time there have been 20 other Carnival cruises that went by without a hitch. But, you know, that 20th one, you know, had the issue.
And you can book the river cruises that are, you know, like...
Yes, we can book some of the river cruises as well, like that they have, like, you know, in Europe and such as well.
Nice. So, have you had any...
Or truthfully, if we're not set up for it now, typically if somebody contacts us, we could get it arranged that we could be like licensed to sell for them within like 24 hours or so.
Nice. That sounds exciting.
Yeah.
All right, we will see you next week.
Sounds good. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.